So, continuing our look at the digital nomads in residence in Dubrovnik, here's Carolyn. Tell us how it's going.
It's going wonderful. This morning I woke up and the sun was shining. I walked to work with the ocean behind me. There was an orchestra practicing Respighi, and I said hello to 10 of my newest best friends who
Wow.
are working with me at the Lazaretti workspace.
Okay.
So I really can't complain.
Tell us about Dubrovnik, the perception, and Dubrovnik, the reality, having been here for a while.
Okay, so I've been in Croatia for a few months, and I had only spent one night in Dubrovnik. I came in and I left as quickly as I could because I thought that Dubrovnik was just this crowded tourist trap, like unfortunately Venice and Rome have become. But since we've been here, I mean, this is a city that is like finding its breath again. It's coming back to life. There are children playing soccer in the streets. There are locals out at the cafes having a glass of wine. It's wonderful to see and to be part of.
So now you're living in Starigrad on Hvar.
That's right.
Tell us what motivated you to move to live in Croatia as a digital nomad, because it's fascinating for people here that people would want to come to a Dalmatian island in winter.
Yeah, I get a lot of questions about that. So I sort of came to Croatia by accident, and then I met someone very special who's kept me here. But I'll say, I find winter on the islands to be great. I mean, it's quiet. That's the truth. But there are a ton of cultural activities. The hiking is exceptional. There's a wonderful trail network here, and the nature just never stops being beautiful and rewarding and surprising. And then the people are just awesome. Every weekend it's like doing a grill out with friends, or someone's child is having their first communion, and people really welcome you into their community. So it's been awesome.
Wow. So Croatia's trying to move into the digital nomad niche. It's obviously not the finished product yet. What would you say that are the strengths and the weaknesses of what you're finding here in Dubrovnik from the point of view of a digital nomad tourist, and how do we improve on that?
Well, I think first of all, Croatians are really savvy. It's a very well-educated country, and people are thoughtful and considerate, and in my experience, pretty open to new ideas. So a lot of people I've talked to have said, "Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard a little bit about this. I'm interested in learning more." I do think that the country has become reliant and made some very long-term bets in short-term tourism, and it's going to take a minute to, sort of change the direction of the ship. But people are ready for it, and certainly just the traditions of hospitality here, I think, will go a long way towards smoothing over any bumps.
Okay. You've done a few tours at weekends and stuff. So tell us about those. What did you particularly enjoy?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, in the first weekend here, we went to Saltwater, excuse me, and we were led up this winding garden path full of flowers and, of course, cats, and into this artist's home where every wall was painted, and then the artist's works themselves were just really fantastic. And it was this painter who grew up just outside of Dubrovnik, I'd never heard of, but was just exceptionally talented. And I'll say that I find that in a lot of the small museums here in the country. It's just extraordinary talent wherever you look.
Wow, fantastic. And so, if you had to choose one highlight so far, what would it be?
Hanging out with Paul Bradbury, naturally.
Clearly, then I'll allow you to choose two things then.
Okay, well, the highlight has definitely been plunging back into human society. We've been doing some incredible design thinking workshops with a mix of Dubrovniks? Anyway, locals from Dubrovnik, and then in our digital nomad group. And that's been super enriching. And then just going out for drinks and experiencing this city in a way that's almost back to normal. It's been such a privilege.
Have you interacted with the community much?
Somewhat. I was speaking with a local shopkeeper here, Kawa, who's Japanese American by birth, but has made Dubrovnik his home. I had an awesome conversation with one of the founders of the Red History Museum, which is a super...
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a really impressive project, and I think very representative of the entrepreneurial spirit that that exists here in Croatia. So, and I'm looking forward to having lunch with Vasna on Thursday. We're going to talk about what it's like to run a rental and be in the tourism business here in Dubrovnik.
Excellent.
So, a few, yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks so much, and enjoy the rest of your stay.
My pleasure.
Ciao.